What's going on, everybody? Dr. Andrew Fix back here on the code. Thank you so much for tuning in, listening to this podcast, and hopefully this short, sweet episode brings you a little bit of motivation and a little bit of interest in the world of rucking. I don't know if you're watching the video, but if you are, you'll see that I've got a weight vest on. It's beautiful outside today, and we're just going for a walk in the middle of the workday and just trying to make that a little bit more beneficial by adding a little bit of weight to it, also known as rucking. And over the past couple of years, rucking has really taken off as a popular form of exercise, and there's many reasons why. That's what we're going to kind of get into. But also on this podcast, there was an episode quite a while back on the benefits of rucking. So if you want to hear me potentially say some slightly different things that I'm not going to say here, go listen to that episode. But it was one of the most popular episodes that we've done to date. And because you guys tuned in, listened to that one, I figured it was time to redo another conversation on the benefits of doing rucking. So let's just jump right into it. We all know how beneficial it can be physically, mentally, etc., to go for a walk, right? Obviously, walking is good for us. It burns calories. It allows us to get outside and do things. If you add weight to it, it's just going to make it that much more beneficial, right? When you add a little bit of weight, it makes the walk a little bit harder. It makes you have to work harder, not only physically, like your muscles, your joints, your tissues have to work a little bit harder, but so does your heart, so does your cardiovascular system, so do your lungs, your respiratory system, and it's going to up level that training just a little bit for you. And that's, one of the ways, if I talk to runners a lot about this, if you want to increase your cross training ability, aside from just getting on a bike, going swimming, um, I'm not a huge fan personally of the machine ellipticals because I don't think the motion of doing an elliptical really replicates, the activities that we do outside, the activities that we do in our day, kind of in that cyclical little motion. But you could just throw a weight vest on and go walk, or throw a backpack on and go walk. That's probably the most common way that people do rucking is they put a backpack on. It doesn't have to be any special kind of backpack. I think that's one thing too, is people think, oh my gosh, I need a weight vest, or I need a specific rucking backpack that I can put rucking plates in. No, I mean, if you just want to get started with this, you can take any backpack that you have at your house, put some things in it that weigh anything. I encourage people to use books or things that are kind of going to lay flat along your back, as opposed to, throwing a dumbbell or something in there that might sit weird along the backside of your body. So we did mention the change in strength, the change in the load of that your muscles have when you're doing rucking. So of course, that's going to make everything in the core area work more, the hips, the legs, even all the way up to the shoulders and neck. You guys, like, I've got this weight vest on. It's putting a little bit of pressure on my shoulders. It makes muscles like my traps, like the muscles of my shoulder blades, have to engage more. So by doing so, I mean, it can help with posture and stability. It's going to, kind of force you to be in an upright, comfortable position, as opposed to bending and leaning over and having that weight sort of pull you down. I think one of the things to note is that rucking is very accessible. I have 20 pounds in this vest right now. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I mean, there are videos and stories. You might know people who go rucking with much more weight. I actually had a little bit more weight in this last week, but I just recently decided to switch it. It can be really accessible. And what it can do is it can lend itself to doing other things. So like, say for example, I'm on this walk and I wanted to stop and knock out 10 or 20 squats. Boom, I've got a 20-pound weighted squat that I can do that's very efficient, right? I could do push-ups with this. I could do pull-ups with this. We just passed Memorial Day, and a lot of people did the workout Murph, where they were doing a lot of air squats, push-ups, and pull-ups, and they were also running with the weight vest on, or doing the workout potentially not with the weight vest, and that's fine too. But it's very accessible, and it's something that, I mean, you could start with just 5 pounds in this thing. It doesn't have to be like, there's nothing to prove. There's nobody that you're having to, compete with or keep up with when it comes to doing rucking. It doesn't take long to throw it on. It takes me just a hair longer to put on a weight vest than it would for somebody to put on a backpack. It's even easier putting on the backpack and go get your walking. Even just having this added 20 pounds, I can already feel my heart rate and my breathing rate kind of ramping up just a little bit. And of course, trying to have this conversation. Um, as a result of those things, as a result of the added weight and challenge that the muscles have, trunk, core, hips, upper body, and the increase in cardiovascular demand, you're going to burn more calories, right? You're going to burn more calories going for a ruck walk than you would just going for a regular walk. So we all wish we had more time in the day. So if you want to be efficient with your time that you have to exercise, and you want to maximize that, throwing a little bit of extra weight on you when you go for that walk, whether you're pushing the stroller, whether you're walking the dog, whether you're just on a phone meeting in between, in your middle of your workday. I mean, any of these things, adding a little bit of weight is just going to make it more impactful and more efficient for you. And then, speaking of impact, if you're looking for a low impact way to get some high quality training in, this can be one of those things, right? Like I mentioned before, I love this as a cross training modality for our runners, right? If they want to do something that's not running, but still going to strengthen the muscles that they need to run while being relatively low impact, this is a great thing to do. Not everybody likes biking, right? Not everybody likes swimming. Not everybody has access to a pool. But just about everyone I know has access to a backpack or already has a backpack and has something that they can wear, or put in there that's going to weigh something that's going to make their walk just a little bit harder. So I don't know anyone that is able-bodied enough to walk around that couldn't also do that with a weight vest or a backpack on. So very accessible, like we talked about. Speaking of access, one of the things these days that we talk about a lot, I've heard many clients mention this, is we want to find things that are social that we can do with a group of people. And Physio Room has one of these. The gym that I'm walking outside of, Lion's Den, has one of these, is a run club, right? And run clubs have become very popular as a way for people to meet each other. Running has continued to increase in popularity. However, at the end of the day, not everyone likes to run, and not everyone wants to run, even if they are a runner. Not everyone wants to run all the time. Rucking groups, walking groups, are also a popular thing, and just about, like we said, anybody can do it. So it's something where you could go have that social interaction, have a great conversation. It's very different having a conversation with somebody when you're side by side with them, as opposed to like sitting across the table, right? There's this situation where you're across from somebody and it's me versus you. But if you're next to somebody, it's us and we're in this together. So, the idea of running, walking, rucking with other people, couldn't tell you more about how important that is, how beneficial that could be from a lifestyle and a mental health and community standpoint. Of course, rucking and walking with the weight vest is harder than doing it without. So if one of the things you're looking to get out of this, or even if you're not looking to get out of it, you will. One of the things you could get out of this is a little bit more grit, a little bit more mental toughness. We think about our first responders, our police and firefighters. We think about our folks that are in the military, and those are the populations that we think of having to walk around and carry things. And we think of those people as very gritty, very strong-minded, very strong-willed people that don't give in or give up easily. So you want to get participating in something that's consistent, something that you can do easily, accessibly, and build a little bit of mental toughness along the way. Well, rucking might be a good activity for you. Now, of course, I'm outside doing this. The sun is shining. My heart's pumping. My muscles are working. Exercise and being outside, you guys, one of the best ways that we can control and manage our stress, right? I don't know too many people that wouldn't say they want less stress in their life. Just about everybody would say that. So this is a way where you can feel efficient with your workouts, not stressed out, go reap the benefits of going for a walk, of getting your heart rate going, of getting some exercise in. Rucking might be a great activity for that. And that's what I've been trying to do, not just on the stress point, is I've been trying to be efficient with my time, right? I'm going for a walk with our son Aiden, pushing him around the neighborhood in the stroller. Here in a couple months, he'll probably be wanting to walk himself. I'm throwing the weight vest on so that I can be a little bit more efficient with myself and my training while trying to spend the quality time with him. So I encourage you, whatever tool you have, whether it's a weight vest, whether it's a backpack, whether you have actual weights to put in it, or you're just throwing bottles of water or books in that thing, go add some extra weight to your next walk and jump on this craze and this popularity trend that is rucking. And I think you'll appreciate doing that for yourself. What I would appreciate, if you guys have never done this, podcast reviews go a long way to help us get out in front of more and more people. So if you've never left a review on the code, now would be a great time to go do that. But until next time, Dr. Andrew Fix signing off, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the code. See you later.